Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about strategies for supporting comprehension in mathematics and how to implement that to the text that you're going to see when dealing with math. Math texts are usually textbooks and are awesome for providing definitions, units, examples, and varying difficulties or problems. One example is the McGraw-Hill-Ryerson MathLinks 9. However, students could have difficulty with making connections between terms in English to those in their own native language, understanding cultural references, and adapting to reading the English language. To deal with these struggles, we're going to look at three different strategies to improve comprehension and understanding for students in mathematics. The directed reading thinking activity is a discussion format based on predictions. It requires students to use their background knowledge, make connections to what they know, make predictions about the text, set their own purpose for reading, use the information in the text, and then make evaluative judgments. How does it work? Reading assignments are broken into meaningful segments, and the lesson is planned around these segments. Students are asked to recall what they already know, and based on the hints, illustrations, and other clues given by the teacher to predict what is occurring. Students then make predictions individually and partners with the whole class. Students then have to read the passage and evaluate their predictions. Students then discuss with the teacher how to use the strategy on their own and how it facilitates understanding and critical thinking. During DRTA, students must recall what they know about the type of text to be read and anything they might know about the specific text or the topic it covers. This provides students with an opportunity to check and reflect on their predictions while and after reading. This also allows students to gain an opportunity to understand the purpose of reading the text. Next, we have classification charts. Students associate terms and/or objects with key concepts. They are categorized, which allows students to visualize, synthesize, make connections, and make inferences. The teacher writes subjects, categories, or topics across the top row of boxes, and students should be able to recognize that there will be similarities and differences between the categories. The teacher should model for students what each column requires. Classification charts allow students to be able to connect terms to examples. This allows students to make inferences, connections, synthesize, and visualize. As Moore states, proficient readers apply these strategies to alleviate confusion found in the text. If those with lesser reading skills can adopt these skills, their comprehension performance will improve. It also creates meaning for the students when they are reading, as it allows them to search for terms and examples for the topics of their chart. Moore states that purposeful reading encourages students to read. It also allows students to categorize items from their own lives. We can incorporate their cultures and backgrounds into the curriculum through examples. Students take pride in seeing their heritage taught in the classroom and take comfort in the familiar, which then develops self-esteem and encourages all students to have greater understanding and respect for the unique experiences and contributions of different cultures. The final strategy that we're going to review is reciprocal teaching. It's reportedly the most effective way to get students to engage with texts, as students also report that they read and understand more when they use reciprocal teaching than when they read the text independently. Reciprocal teaching allows students to become the instructors of the content that they are studying. Working in groups of 4, the students read a text passage together, following a protocol for predicting, questioning, clarifying, and summarizing skills that teachers have modeled over a series of lessons until students are comfortable assuming these assigned roles. These student-directed discussion groups can then monitor their comprehension and reinforce understanding. Since students are working together, they will use terms to help each other learn. This restricts the amount of calc talk, and students can also help each other connect meaning to different terms. This also relates to Moore, who says that youth team with others, mixing perspectives and insights to solve problems. They converse in the form of a dialogue. Among other things, youth think and talk about the way they apply comprehension strategies to particular texts. Students can help each other grow intellectually through discussions, as they share strategies to understand texts. Reciprocal teaching also requires students to get a deeper understanding of the article so that they can teach their peers. This will require the ability to determine the importance of different ideas presented in articles, the need to question what is being presented in text, and make inferences between different parts of a text. This will help improve the comprehension of students. The DRTA could be used to open units and help students understand the different terms and predict how they relate to what will be learned in class. These predictions can be reviewed, and students can improve their reading comprehension through improved critical thinking and understanding. The classification chart could be filled out while units are being completed. Students can make connections between math and the world around them. This allows students to connect mathematics to their own culture and to scaffold from these connections. Reciprocal teaching can be used for students to teach new mathematical concepts to one another while sharing what sparked their understanding.